G'day and welcome to another edition of Hef's Beer Reviews. Today I am reviewing this beer here. It is a Furphy Original. Comes in this 375ml bottle. 4.4% is the ABV, so 1.3 standard drinks. It's one that's been around for quite a few years now. But I guess in the scheme of things, it's a reasonably new addition to the Australian beer market. Contract brewed by Little Creatures at various locations around Australia, I believe, although on the bottle it does say it born in Geelong. Let's pour out into this freshly rinsed beer glass and see what it's like. Technically, this is a Kolsch, which is kind of like halfway between a lager and an ale, for those who aren't familiar with the style. It's one that I'm very fond of, although I guess, I know this is prior to actually reviewing it, though it's probably not comparable to a lot of traditional type Kolsch's in terms of flavour. At least that's what I think I'm going to get. It's a hazy golden type appearance. We've got a finger of probably an off-white head that's quickly dissipating. Aroma. There's a slight malt aroma. There's a little bit of yeastiness and just a touch of fruit, I would say. All right, let's give it a taste. Cheers. It's pretty light, light to medium, I guess, in terms of body. Next to no bitterness to speak of. Refreshing and easy to drink, absolutely. Sessionable, 4.4%, yep. The taste, look, I guess it's still reasonably light in terms of the flavour, but it's reasonably pleasant, certainly not unpleasant. It's one that I've got quite a pleasant surprise, actually. It's one that I've drunk before, but not a lot of, and not for a long time. The Kolsch that I do drink reasonably regularly is from one of my local independent breweries, and it's more in the traditional style. But it's heading in that direction. It's not too bad, actually. If you're a fan of the style, then definitely it's worth a shot. The flavours are similar to the aromas. There's a bit of yeast, there's a bit of malt, and I guess just a touch of fruitiness or spice in there as well. But it's not, I don't think it's enough to turn off a lager drinker. And really, at the end of the day, that's what something like this is being brewed for. It's to compete with the mass-produced lagers, kind of sitting somewhere in between those and, of course, your craft beers. Would I drink this in preference to a Kolsch, say, as I said, brewed by one of my local independent breweries? No, I wouldn't. But would I take this in preference to a VB? Yeah, I would. I would definitely. I've never had it on tap, but I'm assuming it's probably even better on tap. I'm really quite surprised and impressed with this, actually. Although it's not a big head, you can see it is leaving some lacing there on the glass, which is nice too. Look, for what it is, a mass-produced, I mean, I guess it's kind of a faux craft beer, or something like that, if you want to use that term. But for what it is, really, it's mass-produced, it's mass-marketed, it's mass-distributed. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. I think it really does have a place in the market. It's looking like it's going to hang around. which I think is a good thing. So I'm giving Furphy a 5 out of 5. I would recommend it. It's available everywhere. Decent price point compared to your other mass-produced beers. So if you haven't already, give it a go. Thanks for watching this episode of Hef's Beer Reviews, and we'll catch you next time.